Okay, so today we're going to be finishing, well, not finishing up, but working still further on our weather. Day 3, you should have your project sheet in front of you. Go ahead and turn it to the back because the back tells you what we're going to be doing on day 3. If you were not here on day 2, which was Tuesday, or you did not finish that, then you need to do that for homework, not while in class. During class, you'll be working. See on day 3. So it tells you that you're fortunate. You are fortunate to do a forecast from a nice, dry, and warm studio, being the classroom. The center portion will be moved. There'll be lots of space for you to work, make accommodations for you to do your forecast, but you're fortunate to do it in a nice studio. However, many reporters actually conduct their forecast from the middle of the action outdoors. You've seen weather forecasts where people were sitting in the middle of a storm, or standing in the middle of a storm, in the middle of a snowstorm, in the middle of a rainstorm, in the middle of windy weather, and they're giving the forecast. So you are now going to be working with your group to give a live report from the center of the storm, just like the pros do it. We've done where you've already researched the storm on your own or your severe weather. You've had your folders and you had encounters and you were able to get the feeling of what it's like. You'll be getting your folders back just to refresh your memory and to give you some information, some guidelines for that. So on today, you're going to be deciding your props and you're going to be bringing them in starting tomorrow. And props like hats, gloves, umbrellas, blue streamer, something that symbolizes snow or water, something like that. So you're going to go ahead today and talk about your, on your paper it says, right underneath where it says decide props and bring them in tomorrow, then it says day 4, cross off day 4 because that's not supposed to be there. On the back, that very first day 4, right under day 3, it says it twice. The first one, cross it off. Elijah, why do I have to specifically say your name for you to do it?
Please.
Yes.
You take off the other day 4 and then.
No, just the first one. Right under there where it says day 3, and then it says decide pros. Cross off that first day 4. That's the only one. Leave the other one alone. It says day 4, decide who will be the. All right. So today you're going to be deciding who will be your news anchor. The news anchor is the person in the studio introduces the story by telling viewers about the storm of the century. This portion of the description includes background information and an introduction to the reporter on the scene. Your reporter on the scene, you're going to decide who that is. This person is trying to give a serious report of the dangerous conditions while they are in the center of the storm. This is the actual person there with the microphone and enduring the storm. Obstacles this reporter will face include being blown around by force winds, ground shaking if it's the earthquake, or snow piling up in front of them if it's a blizzard or hitting at them. And then the camera person. This person will be responsible for taping both the news anchor and the reporter. So what will happen is if you only have 2 people, then the both of you will have to play the camera person. For instance, the group here. If they're going to decide who's going to be the news anchor. Let's say if Brittany's the news anchor, then Michelle is going to record Brittany giving the news anchor information. Then you'll have to stop the recording, and then Michelle obviously will be the reporter on the scene if Brittany's the news anchor, and then Brittany will tape her on the scene. Do you understand how that goes? If there's 3 people, then 3 people will play from there. Now, if there's 3 people and there's a camera person, you need to take on another task as well. So there may have to be 2 people playing the camera person because it's not fair to the group that all you're doing is recording. So you kind of all have to play the role of the camera person. Let one person be a news anchor, one person be the camera person, one person be the reporter on the scene, another person be the camera person, so that it's kind of rotating around. If you have questions about that, then see me during class and we'll discuss that. Everyone will collaborate writing their script. So everyone will work together in helping everyone write the script. You see what your tasks are. You're going to draft the script to complete the forecast news report. You're going to rewatch forecast news reports on your computer, so you'll need to get those out and kind of get an idea of how that works. Take notes on everyone's part and revise and complete a weather report. When you get your folder, remember your folder has witness accounts, expert accounts, the basic information, has a map so that you have a better understanding of where things happen, And then the last page is a sample weather forecast. You can build on this. It tells you that this is not everything that you need. You will need to build on this. So do not try to write your forecast and in the middle of doing your project, you just repeat this and change the name, because I guarantee you will get 0 for that. You need to build on it. I'm expecting to hear and see more information. You have enough. So again, on today, you're going to be together formulating a weather forecast, together formulating scripts. How are you going to introduce this person? What are you going to say? How is this going to bring in? It is a together type thing because it is a group grade. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yeah.
For your homework, if you do not complete the scripts in class today, which you should, but maybe some of you may not, you're going to complete the scripts and the weather forecast at home. Do your part. You're going to rehearse your parts or collaborate at home. That means that there has to be some communication at home. Call each other on the phone to make sure you swap telephone numbers, Snapchat each other like you normally do, DM each other. However you need to communicate, you need to do so outside of class. And then tomorrow you need to bring your props, so make sure you decide what you're going to be doing, because tomorrow you will be using your props in class. Question, Tim?
So we're allowed to open the umbrella inside the classroom?
Yes.
This bad look.
If you're superstitious. All right, come up and get your folders. Hurricane, winter storm, earthquake, tornadoes,
It's okay.
volcanoes.
Wow. I got umbrellas.
Come and get your.
It's raining down in the volcano. It rained hurricane. Bring the rain boots.
That's why you're looking in your folder to get that information.
Cut around.